The summer traveler in beautiful Colorado is inevitably drawn to historic Manitou Springs, for generations a favorite spot for vacationers from every state in the Union. Situated on U.S. Highway 24, just 6 miles from famous Colorado Springs, the area offers quick and easy access to dozens of Colorado's fabulous scenic wonders, from the majesty of Pike's Peak to the thrills of the Cave of the Winds, while all around is natural grandeur of breathtaking proportions. Nestled at the foot of Pike's Peak, Manitou Springs' many fine tourist homes, motels, and hotels have long catered to the pleasures of satisfied summer guests. One of the most historic of these great resort establishments was the former Grandview Hotel, for over 60 years a haven of relaxation and comfort. Located on a rise of ground just 1 block from the main thoroughfare, this famous and honored structure has been renovated and refurbished by Christian Crusade, the anti-communist, non-denominational ministry of Dr. Billy James Hargis of Tulsa, Oklahoma. The summit's unexcelled view of the surrounding mountains offers the summer student and vacationer alike a haven of hospitality, fellowship, comfort, and charm. Every modern facility is available for the enjoyment of its students and guests, and on a scale of rates which are a pleasant surprise to those who are only too familiar with paying exorbitant prices at most summer resorts. Good food, the pure pine-filtered air of the Rockies, and comfortable accommodations complete the picture of the summit as an ideal stopping place for the traveler, a headquarters for the vacationer, or a home for the summer resident. The summit was originally acquired by Christian Crusade to house its famed anti-communist youth university, sponsored each summer for the education and inspiration of sincere Christian conservative young people who need a place of refreshment and restoration after a full school year of the ultra-liberal brainwashing which most young Americans receive in high school and college classrooms today. Here's the way Billy James Hargis puts it.
It was our ambition to direct the zeal and enthusiasm of these young people for freedom along rational, intelligent, and dedicated paths in the fight against communism. These young citizens want and need a revitalization of the historic and dynamic faith in the Christian principles of constitutional government and free enterprise that characterize the philosophy of our founding fathers. And we are offering just that each summer at the summit.
Thus it is that each summer, 6 two-week sessions of study and inspiration are offered to young people from Washington to Florida, from Texas to Maine, and from California to South Carolina, and for just $100, including their board, room, and tuition. The great majority of these deserving youngsters are unable to meet even this low rate, so their needs are supplied in the form of scholarships, sponsored by Christian Crusaders who have seen the spiritual, intellectual, and leadership benefits imparted to them at the summit. Indeed, it is the thrill of actually witnessing the development of these young Christian leaders which attracts many of our vacationer guests each year. Guests at the summit have a choice from the moment they cross its spacious, comfortable front porch, fully equipped with lazy rocking chairs, and enter the warm, friendly lobby. Vacation guests can enjoy the quiet and solitude of complete privacy, or they're welcome to participate in any of the more academic pursuits and other activities of the Anti-Communist Youth University. For the student, 2 weeks at the summit is thrilling, different, exciting, relaxing, and challenging, from the minute they register for their rooms until the final day of graduation. Opening day, of course, is get acquainted time, and not only the registered students, but many of the visiting guests get their first glimpse of each other and of their instructors for the next 2 weeks. The faculty at the summit is one of its greatest assets. Led by Reverend David Noble, Dean of the School and Associate Evangelist to Dr. Hargis, the faculty is composed of trained, experienced college and university professors, noted authors and lecturers, and respected conservative leaders in the fields of government, the military, foreign affairs, business, education, and religion, all dedicated to the challenge of training America's young citizens to take their places of leadership in the years to come. Courses of study at the summit are designed to give thorough instruction, first of all, in the Holy Bible, in its literal truths, and in its orthodox fundamental teachings, in Christian economics and the free enterprise system, in constitutional government, and in the strategy and tactics of internal and international communism, as well as the methods and techniques needed to combat further communist subversion and infiltration in America, and in the organizational, administrative, and promotional abilities necessary for leadership in conservative youth organizations. Good humor prevails at the summit because a good sense of humor plays a prominent part in the well-rounded education of our young students. From the lecture platform to picnics and outings in nearby mountains and canyons, full enjoyment is had by all. Special trips to see native Indian dancers and to learn their lore at first hand. Sightseeing trips to some of the greatest natural wonders in existence, like the Garden of the Gods, with its strange mystical rock formations, like Steamboat Rock and Balanced Rock, a favorite haunt for crusaders, and Williams Canyon with its hairpin turn, the famed Seven Falls and the Lonesome Pine, the Cog Railroad, Cliff Dwellers Ruins, rugged Cheyenne Mountain, and legendary Cripple Creek, all within a few miles and a few minutes' travel from the summit. Of course, hiking in the crisp mountain air does sharpen the appetite, but the summit's experienced chef knows just how to satisfy that need. Good, wholesome food and plenty of it, expertly prepared, makes each meal a delight and a treat. And as former guests at the summit will testify, the prices are the lowest imaginable for the quality and servings offered. The main dining hall is a focal point for fellowship, too, because it is here that vacation guests, students, and faculty form fast friendships during their stay. Friendships forged in the bond of common beliefs and concerns, compatible likes and dislikes. Friendships of Californians with Georgians, Floridians with Nebraskans, Bostonians with Houstonians. It's here at mealtime that confidences are exchanged and the signs of developing understanding leadership begins to emerge from the young students. Reverend David Noble, Dean of the School, sums it up.
Perhaps the greatest satisfaction to those of us who have the privilege of working with these young people each summer, and certainly to those crusaders who contribute to scholarships for them, is to see them expand their capabilities right before our eyes, to watch them mold true Christian concern for one another, and to feel their sense of responsibility and commitment increase as their self-confidence builds. It is truly inspiring to participate in their awakening and to witness their increasing dedication to Christian and constitutional principles, because the future of this nation is truly in their hands.
And music. Music plays a major role in the activities at the summit for guest and student alike. Thrilling, stirring, inspiring music that has made America great. Famous old hymns, folk songs from our American heritage, patriotic songs, all have a place in the daily routine of the summit. And special instruction by one of America's foremost voice teachers is offered to those who desire voice or speech training. And finally, graduation day. The day that ends each two-week session for the summer students. The day that young Missourians and young Tennesseans, high school seniors from Utah and college freshmen from Louisiana receive their coveted certificates of completion from Dr. Hargis, climaxing 2 weeks of regular academic study, class periods, daily study assignments, and regular examination schedules. Schedules which embrace the best in seminar education, and classes from which no deserving young applicant has ever been turned away in the history of the summit, because Christian Crusade is determined that those who have the courage to lead shall have the opportunity to learn to lead.
This is Billy James Hargis. As this film concludes, I would like to say another word to you. If we as a nation are to survive the fanatic conspiracy of subversive communism on the one hand, and the intellectual and moral blindness and dishonesty of the ultra-liberal establishment on the other, it will only be through our dependence upon God, through Jesus Christ, and by recruiting and developing trained conservative leaders attracted from the rank and file of young American citizens. Our summer college is a focal point for that training. And it is only through the free will gifts and contributions of the friends of conservative young people and of Christian Crusade that the summit has succeeded each year in guiding more and more of these young leaders through the paths of true learning and appreciation of fundamental values. Your contribution to the Christian Crusade Youth University, whether it be several scholarships at $100 each, one scholarship, or simply a cash donation towards a scholarship, will be serving a most vital need.